Today's random subreddit is Encanto, the Disney film which came out at the end of last year. CGI film about a family in Colombia who have magical powers and a magical house. And I came to the subreddit and it's just absolutely popping off, so I'm sure there's some interesting content we can find today. Let's take a look. In honor of today, yesterday was Valentine's Day, here's an appreciation post for the 4 Encanto couples. Well, that's good because I read at the top there's a sticky which specifically forbids any posts about shipping characters, which is when you fictionalize a romance between two characters that weren't involved in the original work. It's also forbidden to post about incest, aka Madrigals. The family's surname is Madrigal. Tier list based on how much I think they need therapy. Immediately, get as soon as possible, should get, could help, needs but won't get, can't get. And there you have the house and a character who dies at the start. So true. That halftime show, I guess that's the Super Bowl halftime show, was for people who've listened to nothing but Encanto for a straight month and desperately needed to remember when they used to be fun. The songs are catchy. They are very catchy. This is more my kind of humour. A big fat dab. Me about to wreck my lungs. That's funny. That's the first one that's really made me laugh intentionally, and I think it's probably a bit too X-rated for most members on this sub. I was not expecting to see a weed meme here. Us Stonies are everywhere. Encanto in Latin America. Encanto in Philippines. Is there an explanation? Here in the Philippines, Encanto are bad spirits or monsters. Okay, I get it. That's funny. I like it. Encanto, the Sims 4 movie. So someone's recreated Encanto in The Sims. Oh yeah, that's really good. Abuela looks like a Karen. I love it. I honestly hate this guy so much. This motherfucker really pulled a Nick Avocado on Bruno's ass, didn't he? He told me that I was gonna be fat and that's his fault. Referring to the guy who just eats and eats and eats on YouTube, I believe. Because yes, Bruno's special power was seeing into the future. Worst side character ever. I wanna slap him. My favourite part about Encanto is that the whole song where they say they don't talk about Bruno is them talking mad shit about Bruno. They're not lying, they don't talk about Bruno, they sing about Bruno. Nice. Do we talk about Bruno? Well, no, but actually, yes. Me trying to remember the last name of the family in the family Madrigal. Saw this and it had meme energy. Yes, it's also got heavily pixelated energy, but my sister, who is finally on the same reading level as her peers with severe dyslexia, me who is super proud of her and really happy. Could you get a more adorable meme? 16-bit Encanto. Okay, that's cool, like a pixel art version. Watched this last night, loved it, but one thing is bothering me. Why does Mirabelle have glasses? Her mum cooks food that heals people, so wouldn't the food also heal her eyes so she wouldn't need glasses? Just a tiny thing I'm hung up on. Super cool she does have glasses though, as a fellow glasses haver. Got a Fight Club meme here. Yes, fairly obvious but good meme, solid. Please, I listened to What Else Can I Do? Headphones on at full volume for 6 hours. How can I stop? FYI, this movie is about a family that forces a town to worship them. To be honest, that's what I thought while I was watching this. I just kept thinking, this family are awfully big-headed, especially the grandmother. It did make me feel a little uneasy while I was watching it. And I agree with you, B. Carlson 3. And this post is 4 days ago, and I said, I don't normally interact with these subs, but I'm giving you an upvote. I just had an ill-advised idea for a fanfic. Yes, this is a Better Call Saul. I knew I'd heard that name somewhere before. Yeah, Madrigal from Better Call Saul. I was watching clips of Mike Ehrmantraut working as a security consultant, and I just couldn't help myself. Oh, and it looks like someone has taken the bait and written a crossover fanfic. So that's there. Sending love to you even if you have cracks in your casita. People talk about caterpillars becoming butterflies as though they just go into a chrysalis, slap on wings and are good to go. Caterpillars have to dissolve into a pile of goo to become butterflies. So if you're a mess right now, keep going. Oh, that is nice. I like this, thanks for making it. Oh, this is adorable. An easier way is to just get to level 14 as a metapod. Coincidence? Barely has any lines in movie, from Disney, everybody loves him, first appearance was animated. Barely has any lines in movie, from Disney, everyone loves him, first appearance was animated. If you're planning on posting this in any Star Wars sub, I'd wipe that from Disney off of Boba's side real quick, or you will get got. I agree. I was about to stop what I was reading as I was going through it. It's not from Disney, my friend. So, Camilo is Boba Fett. Encanto Monty Python crossover. Let's be clear, Abuela runs this show. Strange candles glowing and distributing powers is no basis for a system of government. Well, that's something I didn't expect to see, but it's tickled me. Fuck Abuela. So she's the grandmother, and again, going back to the point about the town being almost like a cult to the Madrigal family, she did seem like a bit of an evil witch, to be honest. So let's see what this person has got to say. I love Encanto, fuck Abuela. She shuns her son for 10 years. Why? For the Encanto. She tries to marry off Isabella. She's absolutely fine with shunning anyone who's not in line, especially her granddaughter. Every night has to be perfect. I agree. Once again, you are getting an upvote, sir. Oh, we've got another Camilo Boba Fett meme. Camilo when he amasses the largest fan base with the smallest amount of focus. I only need 5 lines because I look fucking great. How is she flawless and skinny literally a few weeks, I presume, after having literally 3 babies, and she'd be running too? I just had a baby a few months ago and lost immersion at this point in the movie. I'm convinced she's a witch or unknowingly came from a line of witches. Yep, I can get on board with that. Notice how in the flashback she never had a swollen belly. All 3 children were kidnapped from a nursery. That's dark. The flashback is in 1900 to 1905, and in Colombia. It's likely she has fat, but likely it's not to the extent we'd expect due to the lack of processed sugars and refined carbs being widely available. Their agrarian lifestyle probably was entirely organic and healthy. They fled soldiers for days, presumably. But there's the real answer, the science behind Encanto. Okay, and I think that just about wraps it up for my journey to the Encanto subreddit. I enjoyed that a lot more than I thought I would. The humour is a bit childish, as you might expect. The memes are definitely below the usual standard on Reddit, but what they lack in comedy, I think they make up for in adorableness. One unfortunate thing, I did learn the word Madrigal cest today, and that's taking up space in my brain now. Internet, you never cease to amaze me.